So how do we create this safe space that everyone talks about? In fact, I've seen people almost disregard it and say, well, we don't need a safe space anymore. We just need to talk about it. I don't think that's true. And let me tell you why. You can't just create a space and say, okay, here's a space. Anybody can come in here and talk about it at any time, right? That's what a therapist office is for. That's what all of these, support groups are for, right? No, that's not the safe space I'm talking about. The safe space involves you. The safe space involves your vulnerability. The safe space involves your authenticity. So how do we harness that? How do we create it? I liken it to plants because I'm a plant person. So plants have roots. Have you ever been asked to weed somebody's garden? I had to do that when I was a kid. If you don't pull that entire root out, that plant can grow back. So we need to dig and find our own vulnerabilities, find our own things that we need safe spaces for. Is there something that you're not talking about that you've let kind of root in there? Let's dig that up. Find it for me. And then after you find it, figure out what it does to you. Maybe journal, talk about it. Oh, this memory makes me feel frantic, or this memory makes me feel humiliated, or maybe this event has me feeling really insecure and sad. What does that look like in you? When a plant blooms, like my monstera, when that gets excited and blooms, there's little dewdrops that come off it. It's beautiful. When I feel a certain way, what happens in my body? It's important for us to know that. When I get upset, sometimes I feel like a child again, and I get a feeling visceral here, and my face gets red. We need to be aware that that's what's happening to us. And then after that, let's talk about how we can set goals for ourselves to sit in that space, even though it's uncomfortable. Sit there for a minute to move through it. And then journal, and let's start talking about the ways that we can remove and add things from our life to help process this rebirth that we're doing for ourselves. Because this rebirth, this digging, this plant maintenance is creating a space inside yourself to heal, and it's also creating a space around you. People will know they have been through something. I think they might be able to understand me and what I've been through. And that's where you make the connection. That is where you connect with people and create a safe space between the two of you to start sharing uncomfortable truths, sad and horrible events, create space in order to start to heal. So, what roots do you have down there that need to come out? Let's talk about them.